Amaya Murillo. She's 13 years old. Awesome and beautiful angelic voice. You may have seen her on the at the mayor's block parties or the Artscape, and again, citywide prayer, as well as different events throughout the city. Dorian Walker, he has been featured in Baltimore Sun, just for his, it has Drone Lover, for his gift. And if anyone has seen that footage from the citywide prayer, then you'll know that he did an excellent job. So I thank you all. And I guess I'm going to turn it over to Amaya. If you want to just kind of just, I see, what is it, All Year Money Entertainment is where you're with. And I'll let you just kind of give a feedback of your background, the school, if you want to say anything. This is your platform, and I'll let you speak.
So I've been singing since I probably was around the time that I learned how to talk. And singing has basically just been like a therapy to me. Like, singing is everything. Like, without music, honestly, I don't know where I would be. It's how I express myself, how I talk and relate to other people, and how I can just share what I've been through or other stories that I've been told, that I can show other people that they're not alone, that everyone else goes through certain things too. The elementary school I went to was Medfield, and I remember my pre-K teacher, Miss Stokes. She was very inspirational to me, because even though she had to deal with kids that were like always running around the classroom and not really listening, but I remember she would always just be there for me when I needed her her help with anything that I had to do with like music. And I did choir with her until 5th grade, when I left and went to Roland Park, the middle school that I go to now, which I'm going into the 8th grade.
Awesome. And what's the teacher name again?
Miss Stokes.
Miss Stokes. Thank you, Miss Stokes. Yes. Okay. And how did you feel like even being featured at the block parties and the Artscape? Like, you had hundreds and thousands of people. Like, how did you feel about that?
It was really fun. It was a lot of adrenaline. Like, right after the performance, right when I was done singing at Artscape, I got off stage and I was like, I want to go back up. I want to sing more songs. And it's just so fun performing. Like, yeah, being a singer and singing is so great. And like being able to write music, it's great because it's just so much you can express through it. But then getting on stage and then performing that music that you've been working on, or the music that you hear and the songs that you like that you can relate to, and just being able to go on stage and perform all of it is the best feeling ever.
Oh, no. Now, I'm going to say one thing. We had you in the beginning of the citywide prayer, and we had shifted. We won't talk about that. But I appreciate that you waited. You waited, and you said you wanted to sing. So that showed your passion. So thank you. And now we're going to get to Dorian, let you introduce yourself. And then I'm going to have a few questions. I got my list here. So if you can introduce yourself, Dorian.
All right. So my name is Dorian Walker. And I've been a drone flyer or drone pilot for 3 years now. 3 years. And I recently got this drone about almost a year ago. And I've been flying ever since. So.
Okay. And how did it make you feel to be a part of the citywide prayer?
I really liked it. I like being a part of different groups and different organizations, letting everybody see things through a different light, different bird's eye view, basically a different thing.
Mm-hmm. So. Now, you don't have to get details, but I was told that you had a few people coming to you for your talent. They wanted you to be a part of the event or to take you underneath their wing. Just to let you know that when you get involved with different events, and because you did it from your heart, I believe that doors will continue to open for both of you. So I'm going to kind of go off of, if anybody knows on my show, I'm always kind of stalking pages or people that know you. And Dorian, that kind of can go what I'm getting ready to say now. On your cover page on Facebook, I appreciate what you said. You said, don't worry about failures. Worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. I think that's amazing.
Thank you. I found that out when I was 13. Mm-hmm. So I had that as my cover page for about a long time.
Oh, so you had that a long time.
Yeah.
But you helped me, and you can help anyone going forward, just to know that you won't know until you won't, until you try, And I know you love your drawing. He has it here on display. I don't know if you can see it, but let's move it over just to show. So you said you've had it for a year. The picture is exceptional. Even everything you pulled up off of it is amazing. So you definitely have an eye for that. Anybody's looking for, and he says a drone pilot. I didn't know that, so I took my note. So anyone's looking for a drone pilot or a singer, like these are our young people. We must invest in our youth and our young generation. Now, Maya had the opportunity to speak to the news about the event. And when I read it, I was very excited to hear what you had to say. And one of the things that they put on there that it was quote unquote what you had said, is good for people to know the better things that we're actually trying to do to bring Baltimore up. 13 years old, and that's how you feel. And that's awesome. So just to hear that, from the reporter, posting that, I think that was a good thing because, like I said, I don't beat on a drum, but we had an incident there, and the fact that we shifted that, we went straight into our focus, and the fact that what you said was we have to, pretty much you focusing on the better part of Baltimore. So I appreciate that. And at young ages, like, how does it make you feel when you see your peers, like either, I won't say going down the wrong path, or even if you don't know them, but how does it make you feel when you know a person's not taking their best potential in life?
I mean, sometimes I try not to think as much about the bad side of what they could be doing and thinking of like how maybe I could help or maybe how other people could come together and help not just build like everyone up, build somebody up and help them out if you have the chance to, because that's just, if you see someone going down the wrong path, it's better to tell them, look, you could be doing these things, you could be doing this, or try to find what you like to do, because I know that maybe if I didn't have music, I probably would be going down the wrong path too, because this society and the way everything's going down, it's just everyone tries to be like everyone else around them.
Mm-hmm. That is very true. Any take on that, Dorian?
I'm just saying, well, I feel like if you have a hobby that you really like, I feel like you should try to explore that hobby more. Like my drone flying and robotics, everything I do. It's my hobby, it's what I like doing. So if you have a hobby that you like, try to explore it more. And you might find a path that might lead you to a job one day.
Absolutely. And let's talk about that path. What's happening soon?
So, my path all my life?
Or just what's getting ready to happen? Where are you going?
Well, tomorrow, I'm actually going to college.
Right, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm leaving for college, Capital University, Technology. That's the college I'm going to.
Awesome.
And this Saturday, I have an event to do with my drone.
Awesome. So, the fact that you're taking that dream, let me just tell y'all real quick, because I had to wear my shirt because y'all made me feel youthful today. So I graduated from Mervo. So there's the shirt. I love Mervo. I'm very much involved and grounded in that school. So my advice is, as you come back from school, finish college, you want to make sure that you continue to invest in your community. I am invested in that school and the children. And it had took it may not have been what was the teacher name again?
Miss Stokes.
Miss Stokes. I didn't have a Miss Stokes, but I had a Mr. Johnson. And Mr. Johnson was at Mervo. He was my trade teacher, and he's the one who pushed me. So your Miss Stokes, Mr. Johnson, and anyone that has been a push to you, you always know that person may not be what you want to hear at that moment, but know that they're in your best interest. So again, I wore my shirt today because it reminded me of my time when I was 17. Let me dream. So when I was 17, going to school, and it was like, what can I do? And it was that the adults in my life that really pushed me. And sometimes it was even in the community. Like, you just know that you wanted to do a little better, or you wanted to better yourself so you can be that person that pushes you. So my question is, what exactly like your future goals, Amaya? I'll ask you first. What is your future goal?
Well, my future goal, I would have to say, is to not just be someone that's famous, but someone that people look up to, someone that people can relate to, and someone that people can say, this person helped me get through this, or this person helped me get through any situation that's maybe a hard time in their lives. And I feel like with music, being a singer and a songwriter would definitely be my goal.
Absolutely. I think it would too. So you're in the
I'm going into the
you go into the 8th. Oh wow. I was talking to your mom and I think we have a special bond, so you can't leave me. So your birthday is the same as my youngest baby. So we gotta make sure I always keep in touch. And your mom, Dorian, I've known for a long time. So a lot of times what I do with our youth, I have a good heart for our youth and our young adult. Still say youth too, maybe. But for our youth, you always see me if someone asks for a flyer, and Dorian's on my page now, but you'll see me always pushing different things out there. So it's always good to just always push out things that are going on, being involved. And you'll see me sometime even tag you. I think you have an event coming up because I tagged you in one, and or coming up. So you always want to just keep your eyes open because you never know who you're going to meet at these events. And there were some big people. I mean, we had the mayor at the Citywide Brea. Like, you never know who you'll see at those events. Now, I wanted to also just speak on not even only your goals going forward. And I'm sorry I didn't ask you, Dorian. What is your goal or your future?
My goal is to become an engineer, but not only engineers for military use, but for all aspects, like living, anything you need help with. I want the robots or whatever I do to help you in that situation.
And that's going to be a great avenue. That's where it's going. If you all see like the Walmart, it's like replacing people. You just not. You're in a great field, and even with people trying to get a just with the videos, like a lot of people want that drone. I thought it was great. I mean, the first time when you had mentioned it, I was like, okay, it's new to me, but the young people, they know about it. And so you're definitely in the right field. The other thing I would say is your inspiration. Like, who motivates you? Who's your biggest inspiration, and why? Or what is something that you would like to tell that person?
I would have to say my mom. Oh my God.
Oh Lord, wait a minute! I didn't know we had to have tissue up in here. Don't make me cry, because look, I had a workshop last week. Now, all right, Amaya. Okay.
Come back to me.
Okay, I'll come back. Okay, I'll come back. Go ahead, Dorian. Okay, I didn't know that was gonna. It's okay. Go ahead, Dorian. We'll get right back to
my biggest inspiration is my village. Not only my mom, but everybody in my family and some of my neighbors, like my barber. They're all inspirations. Like everybody.
Yes. You're gonna get right into the name for Restoring the Village. It definitely takes a village. It definitely takes everybody to be involved. Just yesterday, I must say last week. Just yesterday, I was honored for an award, and I might as well just put the plug in right now. get y'all tickets. But there will be a black tie. We're gonna give back to her. There was a black tie event November 17th. There will be a black tie event November 17th at 7 p.m. It will be at the Forum. And basically, I received a message that the New Park Heights Community Development Corporation selected myself as the 2017 Larry Williams Community Advocate of the Year Award. That to me was major. And what I thought about is the same thing Dorian said. I said, who's my inspiration? Like, what is my drive as my inspiration? And I said the same thing. So it's definitely you don't see, I don't say you won't see a lot of people, but I don't live in that community, but it raised me. So despite where you live, where you go to school, it's all about your inside. Like, what do you feel? What do you want? Your passion. You could be in the worst situation, but if you want it so bad, you're going to do it, and you're going to come back to it. And that's what I'm doing now. So definitely, and it's even the part of getting started with the Restoring the Village. When I started the organization, it was more so, I had one back in 2008, an organization that I started called Bridging the Gap. And when we got started, it was just for our youth. But we knew that it takes everyone to be involved. So we started it up again, great feedback, and bringing on great people. Like you guys are, I gotta stop saying guys. You, Dorian, and Amaya are doing some amazing things, and everyone needs to know and hear your story. I know. I wish I could sing. Okay, y'all want to hear me? No. I wish I could sing, but I love to write and I love to organize. I wish I could take pictures. I like taking pictures, but that right there, like, that's a little complicated to me. But you just did it without nothing because that is your passion. Are you ready, Amaya?
Yeah.
So it goes back to the passion and who motivates you.
Okay. So I would have to say my mom motivates me the most, because without my mom, I wouldn't be at all where I am. And I know that she probably sometimes might get tired of like running back and forth between places all the time, because I'm so busy with my schedules everywhere. And she gets off of work, she comes and picks me up, and then we go and do like other stuff like this or performances. And without my mom, I would not be anywhere where I am. So I can say that she's the biggest inspiration to me, because she's so strong. And
right. Okay. All right, Mom. Okay, Mom. Look, she gonna make me have to pour the Kleenex over here. Okay. All right. You know, and I'm gonna bring this out. Hopefully I don't cry. But yesterday when I got selected for this, I thought about my daddy, and he loved his Park Heights community. He was all about bringing Zone 15. So he was all about his community. He was all about putting back into it. And he was my biggest cheerleader. And when I got this great news, I couldn't call him because he was gone, you know? And so I had my moment, and I had to sit here and like, well, who can I call, you know? When that was the person that was the biggest one. So I understand the tears. I understand, honey, completely, because I had my moment yesterday. This is why my hair not done. So when I did it, I had a moment, and it was like, it turned into rejoice. It turned to my family pouring into me, and then it turned to, hey, y'all, it's almost midnight. I didn't get my hair done yet, and y'all know the show is Tuesday. So y'all gotta leave that alone. But I do understand. I understand the tears. And then sometimes even when I have the tears because, one, that was my inspiration, but also your accomplishments. You know, you're doing some amazing thing. I know your schedule's busy, and Dorian's schedule is getting ready to get rocket side, you know. So I want you all to know that you know what you're doing. I can't stress it enough. I mean, you could probably look at some of your friends or family or people in school, and you can see that you're on the right path. And that's why you're being spotlighted today. Let's see. So I also wanted to talk about different people in the community. I won't talk about their events yet, but different people in the community, all of them have a story like yours. And that's what they've changed it over to an event of their own. What is it that you would like to do as you grow up, you blossom, you finish college, and you start your career? What would you like to do to bring back, like you said, to show that, to bring Baltimore up? What would you love to do And I'll start with Amaya.
Um,
If you could do anything,
anything.
if you could do anything, don't think about your limitations because Dorian already said you can't. So, what would you like to do?
I would want to host like kind of like a show, but not, or like even create like more like a documentary, like where we showcase like the things that everyone is trying to do, and make it like something that everyone can see that we are really trying. Because I hear comments from people from different places all the time saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, Baltimore is that place like where all the riots happen," and that I feel like sometimes that's just how people look at it. Is like everything here is just bad and it's no good trying to be like done. So I would love something just like to showcase to like the whole, like a national thing, where it just shows everyone that there's good things happening, there's good things that we're doing and trying to do to bring Baltimore up.
Now, that's funny you said it. Devin, and I'll have to tag him, but I think I'm in Facebook jail again. Devin is a great person that I would like to link you up with. He actually came over to the event and he's doing a documentary. So if he's still looking for someone, maybe I will shoot both of you your information over to him. He's doing a documentary on Baltimore showing the good, not the wire, not, you know what I mean? Like, he's showing the good, not the riots, not the abandoned homes. And even though sometimes you can see that, can we like focus on, there's a lot of good things. Now, if you check, well, you're not on Facebook, man. If you're on my Facebook page, I have designated Fridays to be Good News Friday. Like, it can literally be nothing bad. So, and that's just my one day in my head that I just want to just think about all the good. But if you could do anything, that's what you want to show, and that is an awesome thing. And you're showing it, and you showed it on the news that went to thousands of people. You showed that. They had you singing, they had the good part of it, and it was awesome. Now, what would you like to do during that if you could do anything?
So I would like to host a convention where there's a whole lot of trades, anything you want to do in the world, any career, and all the kids come, or teenagers, whatever age you are, they come in and pitch that trade up, and they follow that trade up throughout their life, and then they eventually become their career.
Now, any kind of trade?
Anything.
Any trade, okay. I do my, who can I get? So I want to make y'all dreams come true, but it's going to take our village. So I got to see who I can link up with, but I want to see that happen. And if it's something that Restoring the Village can back up, or the community, the city of Baltimore, that's what we're going to do. And the only thing, with Joni, she always tell you to write that business plan. Can we do like a shout out to Joni, because both of these young people have come from Joni's recommendation, and that says a lot. I've worked with her, and she has come across so many of the youth and the young adults, and you were both of you highly recommended. So I thank you for that. So yeah, we could do like a documentary. I do know some people that can, and then a trade. Marvel's a trade, but if we can either display it, is that what you're trying to do? Display it?
Yeah, it's like a like the college fair, like the college fair, like that, and that sort of like.
Okay.
So like a college fair, everybody, it's like little venues, and everybody goes to it.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna thank on that, but before we do that, we're gonna take a commercial break. And hopefully when we come in, we have some callers. Thank you.